Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Module 10 of Power of Two, other indicators, the industry indicators, right? So we are analyzing this kasi these are indicators also that you need to look into in order for your investment to be a little confident naman kasi you cannot rely on the mere indicators of the company, no? Bawa price earnings, price sales. But for example, you are entering in an era, in a time when it was really bad, like for example like today, kailangan you should analyze also the indicators of the industry. All right, the industry that it is operating on. It may be uh cheap, a cheap buy, but then the industry might be dying, right? So why would you invest in that kind of company, right? So dapat analyzin mo rin yung industry, right? And of course, syempre, nasa business tayo. We introduced the Porter 5 model, so Michael Porter. I use this because I want to show you, even if you're not, a business practitioner, look at companies from the perspective of the industry. And ito yun, how is the industry where it is operating? So ito yung mga five forces model, no? So how is the rivalry among existing competitors? So for example, if let's say one company like what it is, about property, no? Rivalry among existing competitors. So medyo stiff yan. So the power of the competitors, like for example, if you're rooting for Mega World or Vistaland versus Ayala and all that, medyo matindi ang rivalry niyan. So mataas ang the forces here is strong. The force is strong, parang Star Wars. So for new entrants, is it easy for companies to just come out as a property company? Maybe from the perspective ng stock market, especially yung that huge of a property company, maybe not so, no? Kaya yung threat of a new entrant, maybe not that high. It's still high, uh, pero usually the players are already there, no? But again, in other industries, this may be high. O kaya naman, if you're Meralco, wala to. Walang masyadong threat of new entrant. Especially, ang pinag-uusapan mo is the traditional, electricity distribution. Of course, may solar and all that. So, yun, ibang bagay pinag-uusapan dun, right? So, andi dito naman yan, barriers to entry, economies of scale, although economies of scale ngayon is being downplayed because of online and all that, saka yung mga bagay na ngayon, lalo na ngayon, no, economies of scale has changed a lot because of the internet revolution. No? Halimbawa, you can make use of Amazon, you can make use of drop shipping and all that. You can you may not have an elaborate supply chain, and yet you can go against the huge companies, no? Kaya hindi na to talaga totoo ngayon. Brand loyalty, ayan, threat of new entrants yan. Cumulative experience. So all these are part of that. Bargaining power of buyers. Mataas ba yung bargaining power ng buyers? Ibig sabihin, like if you are Meralco, the bargaining power of buyers, wala silang choice eh. Wala silang choice, no? They really have to buy your service. If not, they will have no electricity. Yung number of customers ba tumataas? Yung size ng customer order ba affected and all that? So those are part of the bargaining power of suppliers, of buyers. How about the suppliers? No. So anong gagaling ang goods mo? If the bargaining power of the suppliers is high, then you will have a problem if you cannot supply what they need, what the customers need, right? How about the threat of substitute products? So if you are property sector, then is there a substitute product for property? Meron, no? Yung mga commercial, pero property pa rin yun eh. Property, no? So basic need kasi yan. How about food? O yan. Parang wala. How about Meralco, yung energy? Wala rin yan. So threat of substitute products means if you're selling something, then it can easily be substituted by something else. So yun. So if you analyze your company, the company in the industry where it is competing in this kind of a model, then you will have more or less an idea, okay, so this company is more or less stable, or this company is stable in itself, but it is operating in a very risky environment. Parang gano'n, magkakaroon ka na ng idea na ganyan. Importante yan. So, competitors, Globe versus PLDT. So, yan, ang mga ano ng threat of competitors. Supplies, what happens when oil prices rocket? Yan, suppliers yan. Law of suppliers yan. Uh, Ito talagang affected tayo as lahat dito, no? Because wala tayong nag-generate niyan. So, usually, we are beholden. Lalo na pag dependent tayo on oil. Buyers naman, so demographic changes, yung mga generation Y, nagmamature na, so what happens then? Unemployment is rising, what happens? Underemployment rises, what happens? So, those are buyers. Substitute, what happens to your substitute? What happens when Petron fumbles? Right? What happens if Meralco become in trouble? Yan ang mga substitute analysis mo, no? Kasi may substitute ba dyan? Uh, for for competitors, syempre, yung Petron, Shell, ganyan. So, they have competition going on. But, ang point dito is that is there a substitute for the companies that are trading what they are trading now, no? Meron bang substitute sa ginagawa nila ngayon? Sa ngayon, wala pa eh. Like, ang oil, nothing. So, talagang meron silang oligopoly ang tawag yan. There's an oligopoly going on. Okay, new entrants. Is it a sunrise industry? Is it a mature industry already? Monopoly ba yan? Kaya wala nang new entrants. No? Barrier to new entrants kasi yan. Okay, so conclusion, no one is an island, everything is affected by everything. Okay? So, kailangan yung tingnan mo yung analysis ng industry. So, if the industry is in trouble, then maybe the company within that industry is also in trouble. Ito, this is, I'm thinking about this in the past many days, and this has a peculiar meaning now. When the United States sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. Ito, wala pa ito yung coronavirus. It doesn't talk about coronavirus at this point in time. When the United States sneezes, ito yung if the United States is in trouble, mga fiscal problem nila, no? Monetary policy nila, there's a problem, or terrorism and all that. If the United States is in recession, then the rest of the world becomes in trouble. That's what it means. Now it has a special meaning because of the virus ongoing. And just now, today, the United States defeated or become number one in the world against China in the coronavirus. So this is March 27, 2020. Better look at the signs, okay? Look at the signs and bring a perpetual umbrella, meaning you have to be ready from all the storms that's coming your way. So there you go. Hope you learned something about this. The whole idea of this presentation is you don't just analyze the individual companies, but you have to analyze the industry where it belongs, because companies usually operate, dependent on the industry it is operating on. So if the industry has a problem, or if the industry is having a trouble of its own, then usually the company is also having trouble or having a problem. Lalo na, and more so if we are talking about not only the industry but the whole world, the whole economy, or the whole the world economy. So that is really a problem. So you have to really look into that and look at the long term, what will happen in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of years, what will happen. So hopefully that this brings you into a recognition of that and a realization. Thank you very much, and here's to wishing you a great investment opportunity always, wherever you are, wherever you are into. Um, Good luck and see you in the next video. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.